Hi there, my name's Kristy Day, and I'm a designer and a spokesperson for Provo Craft. And Northridge was so kind to invite me out here to show you the new Imagine machine. Well, the Imagine is the latest and greatest of the Cricuts. So now, not only can you cut, but you're gonna be able to print and design as well. So what happened is Provo Craft used their cutting technologies, and we teamed up with HP for their printing technologies. So it's the best of both worlds. All right, well, let's get started. Okay, so you've got your stylus, and it's just a nice little touch pad, so it makes it really easy to see all these fun images on here. And as you can see right down here, this is the new Imagine cartridge. It looks a little bit different than the original cartridges, right? The original cartridges actually go in right over here. And so don't think that you can't use those anymore. You're still gonna be able to use those, and it actually breathes new life to it because you're gonna be able to flood fill those with patterns and colors and all sorts of things. Okay, so now I'm just gonna go through, and I think I'm gonna choose a fun little design. How about this cute little Eiffel Tower one? So now all I have to do is click right on to this little pencil, and it's gonna bring up the editing. So here's where I can choose my size and if I want to layer it. So up here, there's two little buttons, and right here, this means I'm just gonna print it out in one piece. But if I click on this button right here, that means I'm gonna print it out in all the layers. So you can still three-dimensionalize all of your projects. I'm just gonna print it out as one piece. And then I can go through. Now, I'm really excited to show you this part. Look at all of these great patterns and colors that you get to choose from. There's just tons. So you can go through, and if I wanted to, say like I don't want the orange on this frame, I can go through there and I can choose my own color and switch it out. And then right here, there's this little rainbow key. I can go through, and this is where it brings up the color wheel. This is super exciting. So you have 16 regular colors on there, and then you can actually choose your own 16 custom colors. So I love pink, so I chose a pink right in there. But all you have to do is click on the square, and then move your stylus around on the color wheel, and you're gonna be able to choose your own custom colors. Now, if you're an artist or you have specific RGB colors that you wanna match up, no problem, because you're gonna be able to go right down here, put in the exact number, and you can get those exact colors. So, fabulous technology, love it. All right, so now I'm just gonna go ahead and hit apply. And then the next thing is it's going to bring up this screen right here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and hit apply again. I've got 5 inches, that's great with me. But if not, I can change those. I'm gonna go ahead and hit next. And then you can see it's right here on your mat. So you can see where it's at, if it's gonna fit on the mat, it's perfect. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and hit next. And then I'm gonna go ahead and get my new mat. This is the new Imagine mat, and let me just kind of explain the difference to you. If you can see around the edges, these are just little black lines, and those are going to be what the Imagine machine can read to go back and cut it after it's printed. So you can actually use these in all of your Cricuts, so that's great. You just can't switch out the original Cricut mats for the Imagine. Okay, so now I just place it right on these red arrows, and then I can just go ahead and hit go. And I'm just gonna kind of help it feed into the machine, and now it's just gonna do its magic. Okay, it's done cutting. So look how amazing this is. All I have to do is pull my little frame off, and I've got this great little frame that I can use now, just from white paper. Isn't that fabulous? Okay, so I just wanna show you a few things about it. So I told you that you can either just print something and cut it out as one piece, or you can layer it. So this is what it would look like if I was to layer my project. And then I can just go through and actually three-dimensionalize that by using, you know, pop dots or whatever. And you can just see right there all those layers I've got. And I love the layered look, so I loved that we were still able to keep that into the features of this machine. Okay, so the other thing is we wanted to make sure we still had the autofill feature in our machine. So well, this is the autofill feature. If you love to make cards, you're absolutely gonna love this. And if you can see, this is actually just the sun that I used, that I took out of this tag, and I could just print that if I wanted. So lots of options. And then right here, this is the fit to page feature. Wanna make sure you still had that. And this is just gonna fit as big as it'll go on our mat. And then, oh, this is what I am super excited about. This is what I really loved, is that I'm able to print 12 by 12 from edge to edge pattern paper. So this is just a white piece of paper, And I've got my own, almost like my own patterned paper store right at my fingertips. And so, you know, if you're crafting like me at at midnight and you don't have, the colors that you need, no more worries. You've got the Imagine. Okay, so let's just go ahead and show you. I did mention that you can actually change any image to whatever color you want. Well, I wanted a pink sun, and with Imagine, I can have a pink sun, right? So I went ahead and printed that out. And then right here, this is actually cut out from my French Manor original cartridge. And I just flood filled it. So you can still use those. And then if you can just see over here, we've got lots of fun ideas that you can make projects with. This is a little home decor piece. And then we've also got this nice little recipe book. This was made from the Kate's Kitchen cartridge. You can actually print out your own recipes. And then over here, last but not least, we've got this party time bag. So I just took a regular brown bag and I actually created this. You can personalize it for your loved ones. It's so great that you can just take anything and really decorate it up. Now, if you want to see some new great Cricut project ideas, make sure to subscribe to the brand new Cricut magazine. And you can just subscribe by going to northridgepublishing.com.